it's great if they did get together. It kind of suits. They've all, I heard she was taken.
Well done.
Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more to your seat. Find out more at Eclipse Cinema.
On a more serious note, folks, it's downhill from now on. It's our man at the movies, Holly McFadden.
Hello, Seamie. It's good to be back on. And like, what a week we have.
Yeah.
Loads of movies. But I don't think there's been more sort of handbrake turns between the types of movies we're going to talk about. Because they're just so different all around. But I know there's one you're dying to talk about.
Yes.
Loads of us, I often tell people that one of the greatest moments of my life, film experience of my life, was Airplane. My mum got sick one Christmas. I was very young. We were having a horrible Christmas. And because poor old mum was sick. And then she got out of bed just in time to watch Airplane. I didn't know what it was. And we roared laughing as a family. And it was the best Christmas ever. So I've always loved these movies. But like everyone else, I think I had a bit of a sigh of going, the remake in The Naked Gun, will it be any good? And then you hear Liam Neeson's in it and you go, maybe.
Maybe.
Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head saying over and over, "That was awesome."
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police Squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
I've watched loads of these clips, and you sent them all down to me, and it's absolutely hilarious. And he's just the man for the job, isn't he?
He's just the man for the job. It's one of those things that at first when you hear about it, you go, I don't know about that. Although he's very good in Derry Girls and played as Red Bond. Honestly, after seeing the movie, you go, who else would you have done it? And of course, Leslie Nielsen himself was a very straight actor. And did B movies and that sort of stuff. And he... And most of those scenes, he doesn't crack a smile at all, which is exactly the way to play it. It is funny from start to finish. And I must admit, the very first trailer, it showed the opening scene, and it's a bit corny at first, and I was going, I don't know. And then it did the O.J. Simpson joke there that you just saw, and I went, oh, hang on, we might be into something here. I haven't laughed this much in a movie, certainly in an adult movie. There's been a couple of kids' movies that had non-stop jokes in a way that adult comedies haven't. And for some reason, comedies have tended to go to maybe be TV shows and go to streaming and stuff. They've been not staying in the cinema. And this sort of just laugh a minute. Everyone's having a brilliant time, but everyone's playing it dead serious. Pamela Anderson is also great in it as the femme fatale. And the other thing that's really good about it, people thought spoof movies was just like parodying something else that's going, look, it's Oppenheimer and stuff like that. That's not a spoof. This is spoofing the genre of movies. So it's all the voiceover and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
All those jokes. But you don't have to have seen any of those movies to enjoy it because it's just funny. There's loads of one-liners. If you look in the background, there's a joke there. It's one of those. It's just non-stop. I had such a good time watching this movie this morning, Seamie. I just laughed out loud. And again, I know I've said this a couple of times about funny movies before. I'm watching this in the cinema on my own. Usually when you're watching something on your own, you think, haha, that's quite funny. You tend to laugh more when you're with people. I'm on my own and I'm still going, like laughing out loud. I think you'll love it. It's quite rude in bits, which really surprised me. But even that is rude in a really silly way that, you mightn't want to be sitting next to your kid when you're watching it, but you're thinking to yourself, I know he'd love this joke. You think it is the funniest thing ever. That way.
Oh, I can't wait. Fun. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, please, people go and see it because we want another one. It is really fun. And everyone who went, I don't know, will remake. No, they're just bringing back the joy into cinema. Wonderful. Yeah. I really loved it.
Brilliant. No, something completely different. We're heading to Ukraine.
Yeah.
It's got a very special documentary.
Yeah, very special documentary. Now, purposely, I knew I was watching. These are the two movies I've seen this week. And I won't lie to you, I watched 2000 Meters to Andriivka first because I thought that was the order to do them in. This is a documentary. It's made by guys who'd made a previous Oscar-winning documentary called 20 Days in Mariupol. And what they did is they embedded themselves on the front line. And the soldiers have GoPros on their helmets. And so did the journalists. And it's just a documentary of them trying to take this village. And as they say themselves, the village is already destroyed. The people there are already dead or have left. And it's all... You know what it reminded me of? Watching 1917, except They have modern weapons and cameras, but other than that, it's the same. It's fighting over land that nobody lives in anymore, nobody wants, and they move forward 50 meters and they're knocked back 50 meters. This is maybe the most astounding movie I've ever seen, Seamie. And I don't say that with any hyperbole, because you literally watch people die on the screen. Now, they don't linger on it. It's not, nasty or voyeuristic, but you see the soldier drop and you go, he's dead. And you feel these people. And then in the middle of it, because people are people, the lads are standing around having the crack, waiting for their weapons to come. And they're funny and they're young. They're 22, 23, and they're explaining about their girlfriend at home. And you get to know these people. It's like all the classic war movies. And then you go, but this isn't a classic war movie. This is real. I thought, I don't know, again, how many people, a lot of people would be put off by it, but it is really, it's one of the most important movies I saw. And I know people would think, there's only so much horror I can take. One of the reasons I think Naked Gun will do so well, Seamie, is because the news is full of horror. And I understand that, because I'm one of those, I don't watch the news as much as I used to, because there's only so much Gaza, so much Ukraine I feel I can take. However, it is important every now and then to see the truth behind these things. And it's not just a news spin. This is what's going on in the world. And it was astounding and brilliant. And I'd recommend it. I think it'll win the Oscar next year for a documentary. I've never seen anything like it before.
Okay, and what's the showing of though?
So it's only shown 4 or 5 times. It's very limited screening. So it's on, I think, Friday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's probably it. Yeah, so if you can go and see it, please do. It's very important to see these things and find out what it's really about. I feel I know these people more. Otherwise it's just a news story. Then you see people and you'll go, wow, that's it.
Yes, that's 2,000 meters from Andriivka, is it?
Yeah, Andriivka, yeah. Tiny little village, yeah.
Tiny village, okay. Now, something completely different. Let's bring her back. We're heading down to Australia for the supernatural. You love all this stuff.
This is so not you, but it's also highly recommended. And I didn't watch this because I just couldn't do those 3 movies all in one day. It was just too much. So it's a highly recommended movie. And it's my sort of horror, the ones I like, where they go, it feels like it might be supernatural, but you go, or are they just mad? It's kind of a psychological thriller. Sally Hawkins, who's a proper brilliant actress, she plays this foster mother who brings in these siblings and everything looks okay, but it's probably not. Now, this is on the very creepy side of horror. We talked about I Know What You Did Last Summer a couple of weeks ago. That's the fun, silly popcorn one.
Yeah,
this is actually scare you witless side of things. It's an 18s, so it's full on, but it's also people who like horror but also like good movies. They don't want to be talked down to. They want intelligence, and this has got rave reviews everywhere. I'm going to see it tomorrow if I'm brave enough. I'm looking forward to this. So bring her back.
Okay, something for the kids, an animation feature.
Well, yeah, Heidi is back, and it's for all generations. I used to watch the TV show. I was saying this to my sister. My sister said, well, I remember the movie with Shirley Temple, who used to be on telly all the time. Every generation, it's like Tom Sawyer. Certain stories, they come back every generation with their own version of it. And this is all the classic characters. All I could think watching the clips of this, though, I couldn't stop laughing. So you remember Heidi's best friend is Goat Peter. However, to a whole generation of children, right? Goat means the greatest of all time. And I know they're going to be watching this going, why is he the greatest Peter of all time? What did he ever do? But yeah, Grandpapa Barney Clara turns up. So to some people, they're going, what is he on about? And there's probably mostly women, to be fair, of a certain generation are going, I watched that. I absolutely remembered. I read the book. I read all the stories. So Heidi, it's timeless. She goes to rescue a cat. It's going to be lovely and sweet. Probably for under 8, probably leans a bit more to girls than boys, but it's going to be really cute and sweet and very simple for the bank holiday.
Okay, and look, we're going to round off with Mr. Monday. 28
not cute and sweet, but again, one of the better films we've had this year. Really made me think, and it's a movie that I think since I saw it, I've changed my opinion on the ending every time. And I don't want to spoil it there for anyone who hasn't seen it. Can't wait for the second one in this series to come out. It's really good, really intelligent, scary, weird, horror come family drama. Brilliant.
Okay.
Only $5.50 on Monday. Last chance.
$5.50. Missed it Monday. Right. That's Collie and Movies and all at the Eclipse Cinemas. Till next Thursday.